Hey everybody, and welcome to the first edition,
like
a solo
2.5,
edition
3.
of the
Can't
Fuck You
count.
Corner.
Steven can't count.
Was that not 5 seconds?
No, but that's okay. You're stupid.
Our first Fuck
Speaking
You,
of stupid.
our first Fuck You of the season goes to Red 6 to Golden Corral, the shittiest podcast I've ever listened to. They don't have any fun. They talk about absolute nonsense, and just the rudest set of motherfuckers.
They've said some hateful things about
They've said
me.
some awful things to Jonathan. And Jonathan's a sensitive kid. Look at his fucking face. You did this to him.
I grow the beard as a defense mechanism so people think I'm tough.
So his tears, we call it the tear catcher because it's not even. It is meant solely to capture the tears.
I give salty kisses, yes.
Of Nick and John and Caleb. Do you remember the first interaction we had with them?
No, I remember the second.
What was the second?
It's when they said, with our Rogue One group podcast, the first interaction with them was at the
My first interaction with them is these schlups came all the way down from Oklahoma
Oh, yeah.
to Fort Worth.
I know, that's
and
actually
I
the
did
third.
my fucking best to ignore them. I gave it my damnedest.
But no.
But no, Caleb just right in there. Just right fucking in there.
That was my first experience
I
with
walked
them, too.
around and I saw a bunch of strangers and I was like, okay, so these must be the losers that follow in your kettles. And then apparently, like, when we went up to visit them, like, we were the ones that had the big event. And I was like, wait, y'all were the losers?
They threw so much money away
I know.
at supporting
They
our
invested
party.
in Angry Cuddles so hard, and now we just
They
took
are
that.
not getting a dime of that
Not
in return.
one.
Do you want
Absolutely
a shirt? We
piss
have
poor
shirts.
return on investment, sirs.
They haven't earned it. Your second interaction with them was different from his.
My first interaction with them was your second interaction
At the
at the 5th anniversary party that they wasted their fucking time and gas coming down to. And I recognized them because they had that dumbass shirt that you're wearing right now, in fact.
Yes.
And then they also had the dumbass shirt from one of us as well.
And then the first time we crossed over was at Acon in
Oh,
2016.
that was a nightmare.
Absolute garbage. What a garbage fucking show. It's like
Why did I bother coming all the way out to Dallas? I fucking hate Dallas.
we have a mediocre fucking show. Like, right?
It's better than theirs.
But you think by adding to it, we're just going to build on top of it. But it was just a cluttery.
You're building upon a pile of shit, dude.
And if
what
I
do you think's
remember
gonna
right-
happen? It's just going to sink further in.
If I remember right, Robotical Nick went on like a 20-minute tangent about like some fucking like warrior bullshit. Like, I'm pretty sure that was Nick, if I remember properly.
You
said-
son of a bitch!
Chuck is
I
kicking
can't
ass.
do it anymore! You motherfucker!
Then Chuck is kicking ass in his orthopedic shoes.
It gave guys us
His World War II vet socks. That's pretty good. See, after that, we did. We drove up to.
We did.
From Fort Worth to Oklahoma.
And it
Again,
was the
waste of
shittiest-
gas.
Yeah.
It was
There
the
is this-
shittiest experience.
Yeah.
That is
One of those
probably-
assholes sabotaged your car. I know they did.
Oh yeah, no,
For sure.
I know it was fucking John Hammock, is because I wouldn't have sex with him in the pool.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he came out and like
Tinkered and
my
then,
my fuel injector, or not my fuel injector, the filter.
yeah.
Yeah, the oil filter. I know that was fucking John Hammock. At this point, I would like to go to viewer mail. The first message we have is from Courtney, Kelsey, and Sonia. They just have a list of words that I'm going to read related to you guys. Magic talk, video game talk, Canada, mustaches. Their voices are really high-pitched and grating. Especially Nick. Not enough promo videos. No. It's like you don't even care. You're not even trying. You're not even trying. Caleb, spelled with a K. John, and Vern. Yeah, Vern's the worst.
Vern.
Vern, of all three of them, Vern is the worst. What was the next thing we did? So we go up that summer. I sacrificed my car for them.
Yeah.
Does
No,
fucking
you did
nothing.
not sacrifice
We
your
met,
fucking car. I mean, let's get this straight right now. The
Yeah.
three words that best summarize the relationship between gutter nerds and Red 6 is waste of fuel.
Oh, yeah.
Just hands down. So anything involving your car, going to them is big on your part.
It was
major ups.
It wasn't even just a waste of fuel. Like that whole
you
trip
wasted a
cost
car.
like $1,000.
You wasted a whole
Like
fucking car.
$1,000 for just and the least hospitable people
Ever.
you can imagine.
Well, they live in a shithole house. I can understand why they didn't want to
They
show
made
it
us
off.
live in the barn.
Yeah, they put us out in the fucking barn, and meanwhile they have this like Canadian mansion, like this giant maple leaf, like on the front, and it's like good enough, eh?
I'm really bad at keeping
Right?
character.
So we have another a viewer has written in, Heather. Says, what can I say about Caldane? Caldane is the type of guy who always slows down in school zones. By that I mean he's a pedo. And then there's John Hammock. He's a lot like vanilla ice cream. He's sweet, white, and will do if there's no other flavors to choose from. And then there's my husband, Nick. Nick on the Red 6 to Golden Corral podcast is like Nick in the bedroom. Loud, obnoxious, and I just can't wait for it to be over.
And
my
that
God.
goddamn mustache.
Holy shit.
Well,
What's he hiding?
What's
That's
he
what I
hiding?
wanna know.
Wait, he's hiding the fact that he's actually a woman is what he's hiding.
Mm.
He's literally growing a beard as a beard.
It's his beard is his beard.
Yes.
I on the virtue that I too have facial hair, can't insult him. So this means I'm going home today to shave, so I can shit talk about
yeah.
Nick.
I'm not afraid of shaving. I mean, when I shave, I look like fucking Vince D'Onofrio. So
That's
I'm
true.
good. When
Yeah.
he shaves, he probably looks like Leo DiCaprio.
Robotical Nick says, this is fucked up, boys. Now, let me tell you, when I first said, like, hey, guys, let's all get together and rip on Red 6, everyone was like, no. No. And I think it's because the reign of terror that Red 6 has instilled, a campaign of terror.
You know what
if
it
will.
is? You know what it is? Do me a favor while you're doing this.
Yeah.
Look up Death Road to Canada.
Death Road to Canada.
Death Road to Canada. I want you to look up the Mountie bot.
You know, we were talking about what people look like shaved, and I realized what it was. It took me a while to realize, but when I shave, I look like an autistic blind kid's drawing of Jim Carrey.
Oh, so you look like Caleb. I mean, sure.
Okay, Death Road to Canada, the Mountie bot is the little horse.
Yes.
Thing?
That thing right there. No, it's not a horse. It's a great big giant robotic Canadian mounted
Yes,
kilted yaksman.
That
for sure.
Yes, that's right. I made a fucking Ren and
What's
Stimpy
what's
joke to
wrong
make
with
fun of
being a
Canada.
woman?
What's wrong with being... Oh, no, there's nothing wrong with being a woman.
We're saying
Being
that,
a woman with a beard, on the other hand...
Well, I think what Chuck's getting at is that Nick is sexist because he's ashamed of his womanhood.
And as a result,
he grows
grows
a-
a
and he grows
beard
the
grows
beard.
an
so that
overly
he-
masculine beard to hide it.
Exactly. He
we
wears
recover
his
from that
beard
one?
as a beard.
Good enough, guys. Let's see. What was the worst part of the Rogue One meetup for you? CWF is fantastic. Oh, glistening examples of podcasting.
Absolutely nothing wrong with being a woman there, at least.
No. What?
No, the worst was probably their shitty ass weather where they live. Like, not even their damn state could be hospitable to us. Like, all
that
of-
was because of Red 6, by the
yeah,
way. What
no,
just
it was
happened.
their fault.
We just got hacked.
Yeah, for sure.
Soon we're about
Like-
to get doxxed.
Steven had a new car by this point, a newer car.
Yeah.
And he drove it up, and because they couldn't directly fuck with it, like they could not get a hammer out there and break it, they decided they'd change the damn weather to like snow and ice and try and encourage us to crash.
Yes.
No, you want
Yeah.
to know what the worst part of the Rogue One podcast was? Was the fact that I wasn't able to show up and you didn't keep an empty seat in my honor.
You know, we had two extra
pretty
tickets.
bad.
We had two extra tickets, and your girlfriend and my wife were supposed to join, but then they found out that Red 6 was going to be
gonna
there, and they
yeah.
were like, "Fuck that."
And then that's right. Oh yeah. When we met CWF at In-N-Out.
Again,
Yeah, that was-
waste
yeah.
of fuel.
I totally was down for that.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was great because we needed someone better.
Yeah.
We deserve a better class.
It was a waste of fuel on their part. though.
On their part, it
Possibly.
probably weighs on their
Yeah.
part.
Well, they were
That's probably-
they were passing us by. They were
probably accurate.
weren't they passing by towards like Austin or something?
They were coming by. I believe it was they were heading to Austin.
Yeah, so they were already on their way to better places
like-
than us.
So, Red 6, if you could take a cue from CWF, I mean, you should take many cues from CWF.
For starters, more ladies on your cast. You kind of need to balance that out.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's that about?
That's why they have.
That's just
Malcolm X.
absolutely.
Well, all he needs to do is just shave his fucking beard then.
Yeah.
They
That's
can have a chick on the podcast.
never. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, they should take their cues from CWF in every respect, especially Caleb, sound quality on the podcast. If there's one thing I was going to change, it'd be, I know he has his voice higher than everyone else's. I know he does it. I fucking know he does it. If just listen to the podcast, you hear Caleb crystal clear. Everyone else is kind of muddly shit. Now it's possible that that's your native voice, guys, but I think it's not. So sound quality, I would start there.
I mean, it's almost like he needs to just suck it up and go shell out for some professional grade mixing equipment.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
You know, get him some decent software. Get him a box, maybe a Rolly box, if he's going to be moving around like he was, because the clusterfuck that was Akon will definitely have been helped
Oh yeah, for sure.
if he had some sort of hardware that was mobile and he could move around. You just needed a little bit better planning on your part, man.
Yeah, no good. So here is, one thing that I want to bring up right here, guys. This is Caldane. If he looked any more like Annie Potts, he would have been in this last Ghostbusters film.
We got one!
Just, God, guys. So that has, we have the last and final thing for this first edition of the Fuck You Corner. You have to talk into mics to look like Big Metal Dick. Yeah, absolutely. Says Malenki. This last bit of viewer mail is from Elijah. Elijah says, John Hammock's last name is a perfect representation of what he contributes to the show. He is an object for Caleb and Nick to lay around on and use when they are all back up with their podcasting juices. Nick Johnson. What can I say about Nick Johnson? It hasn't already been said. Tom Selleck's asshole.
Tom Selleck's asshole.
It's beautiful, overly sweaty, has a mustache, and is full of shit. Really doesn't have a purpose. Yeah. If one of the mole men from the Fantastic Four fucked Sloth from the Goonies in a tub of Canadian maple syrup, you would get the creature that sharded out that would have we have come to tolerate as Caleb Haldane. Yeah, for sure. And then he ends with, I think the show title should be changed to the Rim Job Brothers to accurately describe what they do to the podcast community.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
From the comments section, nudes at 10 viewers. By the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. If we get 10, then we will do what we call a mast. What's it called? Ship's mast. Yeah. We'll play Ship's mast at 10 viewers.
Oh dear.
Robotical Nicole has joined the chat.
Oh.
Along with I smoke some good dick.
Yes, and I smoke some good dick. Continue doing the will of the people. We will end this first edition of the Fuck You Corner with a hearty fuck you to Red 6 to Golden Corral. Go to Red6 to GoldenCorral.com to listen to their podcast. And now we're going to pull off a little bit and say that we love you guys.
Yeah, they've been an absolute treat and charming, good friends to know.
I don't.
No.
They stole my girlfriend's shirt. Caleb Haldane still has my girlfriend's shirt. I have yet to get it back.
Are you sniffing it, Caldane?
Oh, please tell me you're getting good wafts of that.
I swear to fucking Christ, if you take one unnecessary whiff of that shirt, I am shoving my fist so far up your ass, You will be my hand puppet for the next week.
What?
We tried to.
You
We're in too
understand
deep.
me?
We're in too deep now.
What is a good, like a worthy reason to sniff a shirt now?
Make sure it's clean. Duh.
That's fair. That's exactly right. That is
Really?
the exact right answer. Yeah, for
I was
sure.
just thinking, like, he's got Crystal's shirt over there. He's like, I need a good reason to sniff this now.
We will feature the Fuck You Corner again in the podcast going forward. I threw this together in a matter of like 12 hours after a Twitter conversation on Twitter. And so thank you to Chicks with Flicks. Check out Chicks with Flicks, the podcast. Check out the Elijah Bailey Show, their podcast. Robotical Nicole has joined us in the gutter. And thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
Tuck and dance.
I don't know if they have any of these fucking shirts left, but
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Shit.
I'd fuck me hard.
Whoa, that was unnaturally good. That was really good.
Uncanny Buffalo Bill.
Am I the only person who remembers what Ted Levine sounds like?
No, I do, but mine is from Monk.